back to Fresno. I'm going to go relax for a little bit. I'm going to talk about coming back here with Cowboys. So we'll see.
What did you think about the audience's reaction to the game in San Antonio, where everyone just applauded for it?
For Steve.
For Steve? Yeah, no, that was something right there. Playing with that guy, he just makes it so much easier out on the floor. He's obviously a huge asset to have with us, and if this is the last time I'm going to play with him, I'm just grateful for the experience that I've had, for the benefit I've had playing with him.
How would you rate? You had a lot of high hopes and expectations heading into the season. How would you rate your year personally?
I think we did an okay job, considering. I mean, no team had too much time to prep time, but I think we did a decent job of eventually kind of finding a nice comfort level for everybody.
And how about you and your play specifically?
I think it's pretty much the same thing. It was an issue of kind of figuring out what they needed me to do out there, what they, eventually kind of hammering out unexpected, playing time amount.
Was it kind of a role thing almost, wasn't it? Not the role, but when you'd come off the bench. Do you think you showed, though, the kind of aggressiveness inside that you were looking to show this year? And
I certainly hope so. Like you said, it's I think the first half of the season was a little weird for everybody. Sometimes play quite a bit, sometimes get 6 minutes. But I think we did a good job of kind of finding rhythm. Hopefully, I can carry that over in the next season.
How'd you feel physically overall? Do you feel like you got your explosiveness back?
A little bit. I think it's still a little bit of a process. It's slowly returning. I think. I even felt better yesterday than I did the previous game. So.
Ron, you mentioned the ovation for Steve last night, and some of the guys said they personally believe he is coming back. Do you share in that sentiment?
I hope so. I mean, I can't speak for him, but I'd love to see it. I'd love to see him here too.
What did you say the biggest improvement for you for this season after working out with Akeem and playing with Todd?
I think actually it's mostly come from Bill Cartwright. Just kind of slowing down but still making quick moves, seeing what I have out there, analyzing that quickly and taking advantage of that.
You see a long-term future here for you?
I'd love to be here. I love Phoenix, so.
If you did come back, do you expect the surroundings to be a lot different? I mean, the front office has talked about needing to bring this and that in here. After 2 years not making the playoffs.
I don't know how different. I know there's one or two players that we need. So we'll see.
You mentioned playing time, starting versus off the bench. Is there a preference for you? I mean,
no, not at all. I think I would prefer not to play 6 minutes in one half and then not play the next half. That's a little awkward, but we were still finding our rhythm, so that's to be expected.
Worried at all that about any kind of reputation as a tough guy, mean guy? You know what I mean? The refs.
The public, they get caught up in 5 minutes of anything, and it's a big deal for 5 minutes, and then never hear about it again. That's why we have a lot of people who are kind of not the greatest guys in higher places because you forget the bad things they've done. Anyway,
I like that. We can go there. Thanks a lot. I appreciate it. It's a good point about all.
Do you expect there to be a lot of interest in you on the free agency market?
We'll see. Just kind of weighing options, but I like it in Phoenix. So.
Is his role a significant factor in that, versus what you already know here?
No, I mean that's always a nice thing, but I think I can be successful coming off the bench or starting either way.
Where have you come along the most over the course of your pro career here?
I'd have to say offensively because it's always been a little bit of a drawback in my game, but I think I truly like Bill Cartwright, a lot of the coaches here playing with Steve. I think it's kind of brought that game out of me a little bit, at least flashes.